Hey, I am so glad you are here. We're going to do a podcast episode today all about idioms for Halloween. You heard the one that's the previous episode. Now, you're going to have a new lesson on idioms for Halloween. But you can use them any day of the week, any month of the year. Come on, join me, won't you? Let's get started. Welcome to another edition of English Makes No Sense, the podcast where we have fun with the English language, one lesson at a time. My name is S.L. Rockfish, but you can call me Sarah. And today we are going to have a little episode in honor of Halloween. Our last episode was idioms with had the word ghost in them, but today we are diving into 10, count them 10 spooky idioms that you can start using today. You don't have to save them for Halloween, and you can use them all year round. I mean, these idioms are perfect for the Halloween season, but the best part is you can use them all year round. I know, I'm excited too. So, let's grab your favorite pumpkin spice drink or your beverage of choice and let's get started and jump in. Are you ready? Let's go. Our first idiom is a skeleton in one's closet. Eek! I don't want a skeleton in my closet. Don't worry. To have a skeleton in one's closet means to have a hidden secret, often something embarrassing or shocking that a person does not want others to know about. Wait, isn't that the definition of a secret? Yes, but sometimes we say, hey, I bet you that politician has a skeleton in their closet. That means they have a hidden secret that they don't want to get out. Here's another example. Everyone has a skeleton in their closet. Even celebrities have things they'd rather not talk about. Especially these days, there's been a lot of skeletons coming out of the closet, hasn't there been? How about no bones about it? Like a boneless chicken wing? No. No bones about it is an idiom that means to be clear, certain, or straightforward about something. There's no doubt or hesitation. For example, she made no bones about telling us she wasn't happy with the project. She was very direct. My dad would always say, make no bones about it, Sarah. I'm the boss in this house. There was never any doubt. He always used no bones about it when trying to get his point across. Have you ever used the saying, no bones about it? Here's one, make no bones about it. English can be both fun and frustrating. How about our next idiom? A stab in the dark. Eek, a stab in the dark. It's not nice to stab. I know, it has nothing to do with actually stabbing someone. No, a stab in the dark means making a wild guess without having much information to base it on. A stab in the dark. You could also say a shot in the dark, but we say a stab in the dark. For example, I didn't know the answer to the quiz, so I just took a stab in the dark and hoped for the best. Or, Bill wasn't sure what was wrong with the computer, but he just took a stab in the dark and fixed a little wire here and there. He made a wild guess. He had nothing to base it on. He just took a guess. He took a stab in the dark. Are you one of those who likes to take a stab in the dark to try and solve a problem? How about a devil's advocate? A devil's advocate? Yeah, it's Halloween. The devil, but a devil's advocate, is it someone who speaks up for the devil? No, no. A devil's advocate is a person who takes a position they do not necessarily agree with just to spark debate or test the strength of an argument. Oh, okay. For example, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. What if this new plan doesn't work? We need to consider all possibilities. Or how about my good friend Bill? Bill always plays devil's advocate when I'm trying to persuade him to follow my suggestion. He is always playing devil's advocate. How about our next idiom? Idiom number 5. In cold blood. Well, that sounds very creepy for Halloween. In cold blood means to do something deliberately without emotion, often referring to violent acts. The crime was shocking because it was carried out in cold blood without any sign of remorse. Somebody who acts in cold blood can also be a cold blooded person. Yeah, they show no remorse, they show no emotion. So, in cold blood means to do something deliberately and without emotion. And it usually has to do with violent acts. That's not a very pleasant one, but it is a Halloween idiom that you can use all year round. Our next idiom is scare the living daylights out of someone. Scare the living daylights out. Sarah, I don't have any daylights in me. Me either. But to scare the living daylights out of someone means to frighten someone very badly. For example, that horror movie scared the living daylights out of me. I couldn't sleep for weeks. Well, maybe not weeks, maybe just days. I was really frightened. Have you ever had someone scare the living daylights out of you? You might hear someone say this. They're walking around and someone sneaks up behind them and goes, ah, and you jump and you go, oh my goodness, you scared the living daylights out of me. It's just a friendly way of saying, you really scared me. Okay, so you've lost your living daylights. You've talked about cold blood. Now we're going to the witching hour. The witching hour? Yes, the witching hour is the late night time when supernatural events are believed to happen, often around midnight. At the witching hour, the streets were deserted and the wind howled through the trees. It's around midnight. Or parents often use this when their kids start doing stuff they can't figure out. Like little kids go, oh, we better get them to bed. It's their witching hour. It's their late time of night where crazy things start to happen. What's your witching hour? Do you like to go out around the witching hour? Do you? Hmm. Maybe you are a night owl. A night owl? Yeah, a night owl is someone who stays up late or is active at night. Sometimes I love to be a night owl. Here's another example. I'm definitely a night owl. I do my best work after 11 o'clock when the world is quiet. Are you a night owl? Hmm? Do you know a night owl? Night owls are often very productive at night. Okay, our next idiom is bite the dust. Bite the dust. Yeah, to bite the dust means to die or fail at something. What? Yeah, let's do to die first. Did you hear about that actor? Old John Doe? Old John Doe. Yeah, he bit the dust. It's another way of saying he died. He bit the dust. Man, I thought he bit the dust a long time ago. I thought he died a long time ago. Or, here we go. Bite the dust meaning to fail at something. Our attempts to win the championship bit the dust when we got way too many penalties. We failed at winning the championship because of our penalties. Our attempts bit the dust. Or we use it for machinery like this. My old laptop finally bit the dust after 10 years of use. Time to get a new one. Okay, our next one is over my dead body. My parents use this a lot when I try to argue with them. Over my dead body, it means that something won't happen no matter what. It's used to show strong refusal that something won't happen no matter what. Say when I told my father I was going to break my curfew and he said, "Over my dead body, are you going to set the rules in this house?" I knew that there was no way I was going to miss curfew because when he said over my dead body, I knew he was telling me that's not going to happen. No, no, never, never. Take this for example. You want to sell the family house? Over my dead body. This house is staying in the family. Ooh, feel the emotion? Over my dead body. Use that when you want to show someone something is not going to happen. You are not going to give up on learning English and practicing it. Over my dead body, you will not give up. Got it? Okay, friends. That's 10 idioms right there. You've just learned 10 idioms. That's all for today's episode of English Makes No Sense. I hope you enjoyed learning these 10 spooky idioms that are perfect for the Halloween season. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you practice them, share them with the friends, and remember, you can use these idioms any time of year. What? Yes, any time of year. Can you believe it? Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review, friends. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And remember, until next time, do something fun, do something amazing, or, do nothing at all. But whatever you do, have a great day. And practice these idioms. Use them. The more you use them, the easier it gets. All right? Have a great day, friends. Peace.